This time around, it's going to be Shen.
Shen is on again, and in this patch, Shen also got buffed. So it's really small, like a small amount of barrier on his passive got buffed. So I mean, it's normally good to play against Nautilus if you're not getting one shot, because you can block his auto attack with your ability. So yeah, I think this is great, and also I feel like they're having straight lanes of Priya again when it comes to the earlier laning phase. So I'm wondering if they are able to use it again or just destroy it again like a game 1, even though they had huge amount of advantage in the game. And also I just want to see clean game from Gen.G, otherwise everyone is gonna expect them to like just get wrecked in playoffs if they are continuing have this kind of performance right now.
Yeah, you can't drop a game to Sandbox and then almost drop a game to Hanwha Life and then expect people to have, you know, high expectations of you in the playoffs. It's definitely true. And I mean, there's even a chance that Hanwha Life, if they can shore up their mid game a little bit, with all their priority that they have once again, maybe even try to take this game. As we are going to hop onto the Rift for game number 2. Gen.G on blue this time around. As here we go. See if any invade shenanigans happen, because we're getting a little bit of that nowadays.
I guess, I mean, I think Hanwha Life they were doing everything great, but especially from YeongJae, it was pretty disappointing performance, because in the earlier game, even though he had 3 lanes of Priya, he couldn't use that advantage as well. And also in the mid-late game team fight, he was just going into the backline for no reason, getting one-shotted in the team fight, every single team fight. So I think he's the one of the player who really needs to improve as well.
Yeah, that is for sure. YeongJae is definitely one of the junglers here on the side of Hanwha Life that hasn't really proven too much to us. We've seen Haru, we've seen Cad, and now we have YeongJae. They've got 3 junglers on the roster. And for a bit now, YeongJae has been the starting jungler, trying to make a name for himself.
And it's Predator Volibear jungle from Clid right there. And yeah, also Ruler is picking up the Conqueror Ezreal again because of I guess he's trusting his skill shots more than the faster auto attacks with little tempo.
Yeah, that does sound like Ruler. Definitely a very confident Ezreal player. He's played it 11 times so far, 7-4. His BDD is actually 3-0 on Akali for this season.
I mean, his Akali was great.
Ooh.
Oh.
That was a nice little dodge.
He dodged the hook shot. He was expecting it to come through the mid lane. So that was really smart move by Clid. I mean, his Akali is great. I mean, there is no doubt. But I was adopting it because of the game 1.
It was definitely just the performance that led us to question it a little bit. It's very interesting to watch the top lane here because the Jayce has the advantage here in the early game. But that Renekton can get pretty scary, especially once he begins to get Clid up to the top side with Predator Volibear. Those ganks are going to be pretty insane.
Yeah.
And Dudu's going to have to be quite the careful Jayce once we do get a couple of levels in.
The gank potential is pretty high, and also, even though Dudu had the great game in the game 1, he just gave up all the advantages by himself with item build, with positioning. I mean, his laning phase was so great, you know, he was pressuring Kennen one-on-one. I mean, obviously it's a winning matchup, so he should be, but anyways, it doesn't matter. The fact is he was winning, right? But it's not, League is not about winning lane only. So I think he just needs to organize a little bit more, like when he is playing Wukong.
Yeah, his Wukong, definitely a pretty strong pick. Didn't want to pick it this time around into the Renekton. It was available, but he said, well, I'd rather go for the Jayce, something that can have some lane priority, something that can handle the Renekton in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, and nowadays, I checked all the pro players' rune settings, and everyone is taking Conqueror on Jayce right now, and it became so strong again. And I think it's one of the great blind pick, and you can win whatever the matchup. And that's the reason why Damwon Gaming has such a great performance. And most of the times when you're playing as Damwon Gaming, you ban Jayce.
Yeah.
So
good idea.
I think this is the game that he can prove himself as well. That he can also use this kind of snowball champion, lane kingdom champion.
I think we're gonna have a dive here in a minute. YeongJae is on a ward, and we were talking about this a lot. You can Predator on in. Here we go. Predator is available, and we're going a million miles an hour, trying to burst down that Jayce. The flash comes in, and it will actually work. Clid, not gonna get the aggro, turns around and nearly smacks Dudu to death, but calculated all the way. Dudu will survive in the 1v2 gank, although Clid coming back. Gonna deny the back here, give a little advantage to Rascal in the lane.
That was so close. I mean, I didn't feel like Dudu, he really needed to trade back on the Volibear. He almost got, he almost died there, by the way. But anyways, he soaked the 1v2 gank on the top side. So this is another good start from Hanwha Life right now. They got the first strike cleanly. And he didn't die on the top side, even though, yeah, this is not the game that maybe Jayce want to play. Not winning the lane, not leading the CS, but it's okay. Team player.
Yeah. I mean, he certainly is playing the weak side of the map. He's like, just gotta survive and do okay. Later on, can do a bit of poking, and then hopefully in the late game, his Azir and Ashe do well and scale up, and they can be the majority of the damage, and that should be just fine. But it will be interesting to see if he can stop the, or if he can live against the, you know, the second gank, the third gank, because we know it's coming. We know that we always like to put pressure here as another trade going on.
Oh, this is power of the Conqueror. The trade bag is just so strong. Normally when...
YeongJae's turn, and Rascal going into the brush, wants to try to burst down Dudu, and he may just be able to, does a nice amount of damage. In comes Clid, and they are turning this one around as YeongJae desperate to get on top of Clid, but the last hit will go to the Volibear, and it will also go to the Renekton. The 2-on-2 will heavily go in Gen.G's favor.
This is part of the Renekton.
Yeah. As a nice taunt down here in the bottom side, but it's not going to amount to too much. We have Mireu making his way bot, but will turn around. So nice trade by Viper and Lehends.
But anyways, the Renekton usage from Rascal was just way too clean. And...
oh, coming in again. Looking to hook down onto Lehends and deny that CC, but Life is going to eat it instead. As we're kiting down Ruler, but he will just Arcane Shift away.
Kind of forced it, and BDD's here again.
Okay, he's going to land the Shuriken this time around. Looking for the play. He's not going to commit to this one, although he did use his ultimate to enter the fight.
Lehends was holding his ability, so it was kind of risky to take it. Great reaction from Hanwha Esports, but the tempo-wise is not great at all, so they just need to let them have free Herald on the top side, and the top side difference is coming in real.
Oh boy, here we go again. This is what we see all the time from Renekton lanes nowadays.
Yeah.
Dudu doesn't have flash. Oh. He's got a Shen. Okay. Don't see this very often.
1+1.
Decide 1+1. Oh man. Here we go. We're not giving up just yet. Who are we going for? We're going for YeongJae. The Sett looks like he will be the sacrifice. So down he goes. Lehends not able to do anything else. And yeah, here in Korean convenience stores, we have a thing that's 1+1, which is just buy one, get one free.
Or 2+1 as
yeah, 2+1.
Almost 2+1 happened right there. But anyways,
that's
the Jayce is completely out of this game right now.
Yeah. He survived the first gank, but then the follow-up where they were trying to force the gank themselves kind of got them into trouble. That Volibear is really fast to join the fight.
Yeah, I guess this is the gank potential that you were saying about before the game, and it is exactly happening on the top side. Oh.
Cheeky little arrow.
Tried to force out the cleans, but it was not happening. And yeah, again, that was really great reaction by Hanwha Esports because their top side was getting stomped by Crocodile and Bear, so they had to do something on the bot side, but...
Oh, look at Live. Oh. He's dead again. So we have Godzilla again. This is the week of Godzilla. I swear I gotta watch the movies after this week. This is insane. Renekton just wins every single game. Oh, okay, here we go. Shuriken is going to land. He's got R2 to get on top, but Mireu is going to go for the dash, waiting there on the edge and pulled out of it by YeongJae. Going to shut down that Akali, as once again BDD, unfortunately, is going to get shut down by YeongJae for the second game in a row.
Interesting flashes by both mid laners, but actually Mireu's flash was not that random because he flashed towards his jungler. And YeongJae has no ulti though.
Yeah, but let's see what they can do. Life in a little bit of trouble. He will still commit to the flash, but the face breaker comes in, and that's going to be enough CC and damage to take him down as... Wow, that is a strong and angry polar bear. 4-0.
What happened? I mean, everything was just going great for Hanwha because their mid and bot lane was still really strong, and they able to get every single ganks on the bot lane, but just randomly mid lane got solo killed by jungler and also their top lane. I mean, we don't talk about top lane anymore.
It's 2-level difference before the fight.
Yeah, before the fight. It's already done.
Looks like he might have Bork too.
I mean, you know what? Solo kill gives more experience, so... Oh,
look at this angry polar bear. The Predator Volibear is actually, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean the gank potential is just so huge. I mean, if you cannot land any single ganks in the early game, then it became really useless.
Yeah.
But right now, Clid, currently 3 levels difference. And level 10 Renekton is just pushing into the jungle, so you cannot do anything right now on the top side. So I'm not sure like how they can fight back on the top side, so I feel like they just need to give up completely on the top and just let Dudu die 5 times more, but...
Well, they're not going to give up on the bottom side. Double teleport coming in as we're going to have another one coming in, but Viper is so left out to dry.
Oh,
There's really no help. Lehends is dead too. A denial on the TP from Dudu as Clid is just a monster. Is there any movie where there's like a really big polar bear villain? Because we have Godzilla, but we don't really have a name for this giant Volibear.
The focus is gone from Dudu, by the way. Like he TP'd in front of Volibear's face, and he got cancelled.
Yeah, maybe he was hiding in the brush or something.
But just saw Volibear on his face, and yeah, I guess his focus is just completely gone right now after him getting 3 ganks and solo kill in the lane. But right now, they really need to focus on this game because just randomly, they're just losing everything. Not because of their worst plays or something. They're just not having enough of focus in this game right now, so that's why this game looks even worse. Because before that, I thought this game is still fine because your mid and bot lane is still having a great situations. But yeah, everything is gone now. Mid lane, died to jungler randomly.
Yeah.
Bot lane, getting TP'd by such a strong and huge Renekton behind.
Oh man.
So
look at Dudu. He's like, I can't enter lane. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do.
oh my god.
Oh no.
I mean, he's building.
He's got flash. Not going to flash, but he gets the stun down, Shuriken. But we're not going to be diving any turrets at this point in time.
And you know what? He's building Black Cleaver for first item, so he's not gonna be useful. I mean,
yeah,
not gonna exist in this game.
Black Cleaver's that's not gonna help him out too much. I suppose it will give him a lot of health, just to die maybe 2 seconds slower.
Yeah,
and
that's gonna happen exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, you were talking about giving up top lane. This is something you can do. It's something that often happens in solo queue, where it's like your top laner dies 3 times in a row. There's no point in ganking it because you might get, first of all, 1v2'd, or you can get counter ganked or teleported on. It's a big risk actually to try to help that lane. So you just let it die, you know.
You mentioned it's like it happens a lot in solo queue, but this is what happens in solo queue as well. But
yeah,
same end ganks.
Flashing in, and Rascal gets flashed on. Do they have the damage this time around? It looks like Shen is gonna die, but they at least take down Godzilla. Finally.
Finally, yeah.
They have killed the beast. That is 5-kill Renekton.
That was a good try though. But if you need to help your top side, like 0-3-0 top side, you need to put a lot of things at the same time, so you lose.
Whoa! He gets the flash out of Viper.
Clean.
Trades first glance, gives him the thumbs down. Oh no! Now Dudu's being bullied by the ninja. There it is. BDD gonna flash. Not sure if he needed to, but with Sett coming over, he's up 4 levels. Can he survive here over the wall with the shuriken? That was a fat wall. And a PHAT shuriken. But here comes Mireu. Life is just in the enemy jungle, hanging out. Let's see what he can do. The rest of the map being demolished right now as BDD might just be soldiered down.
They're getting dragged.
Yeah.
They got Akali, but they lost all the structures.
We're still fighting here. I don't know why you're running at the Renekton at this point in time, but it's definitely a mistake. He's going to get taken out. I just feel like we've had a bunch of silly deaths in this game, Wadded.
I mean, I don't know how to explain this or express it as a commentary, because their mid and support is going to die in 10 seconds.
Yeah. Azir has good mobility, guys. Well, doesn't have it any longer. He's going to go down. That's the 7th kill to the Godzilla. Here comes Ruler. He was able to land a couple with that Iceborne Gauntlet, but extra taunt will get Lehends out of dodge.
Yeah. Eventually, Hanwha Esports, they're just trolling up and down and left and right. In the minute 10, it was still fine. Their mid and AD was making a lot of situations in the bottom side of the map, but from top side, they just played without any Okay.
I wonder why he keeps trying to force this. Viper with the shield
Whoa.
is going to get sniped down by Ruler over the wall as Godzilla returns. We're looking at Godzilla, the 4th movie now. As Mireu gonna knock BDD over the wall. He's not gonna care too much about that, as he is a ninja. And now chasing down Mireu, who's gonna look to get over the wall here. Nice maneuvering. Trying to escape. Can Rascal catch up and get a little bit of slice and dice action? The answer is no. And this game does feel like it's a little bit messy, you know? There's so many kills happening all over the map. Gen.G with a very large lead at this point in time, and they're stacking Mountain Drakes, so going to get even stronger as this game comes along.
Yeah, I mean, Ruler, he could just back out. He has Shift and Flash, but he just wanted to style him. The style on him. And yeah. I mean, this kind of game, I think it's one of the hardest games to test because, yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. Because it feels like Gen.G, they're gonna win this game, no matter what. Because the game structure is already demolished by themselves. I don't know why.
It's very different from game 1 too.
Yeah, I mean, they gave up everything.
Yeah.
They could definitely take the win even though their top side is doomed. Because their both side was still fine. Azir was just over farming, like, against the Akali.
Yeah.
And their bot lane was getting a lot of kills because of YeongJae's ganks, but randomly they decide to throw everything.
What's going on here?
Looking for the plays, but
yeah,
obviously Gen.G is not gonna just throw the game randomly.
Wow. Okay.
He had to.
No taunt, I suppose.
I mean, that wall is just too thick to...
Isn't there a spot like way in the back that he could have?
It's really... I mean, you need to like get closer, and it's pretty hard to one-shot it.
And it was probably just on cooldown as well, more importantly.
Because not... It's... there is a wall. It's not thick enough to like put a lot of effort to go over the wall with skills. It's on a... When you think about the clock, it's on the 3 o'clock position, right? But the 12 o'clock position is pretty hard to go over.
That's too thick.
Yeah. So he just decided to use the flash.
And that's pretty unfortunate, actually, because some taunt flash plays might be one of the ways that they get back in. As Ruler just going to chase him down. He's got it lined up. As Viper has to flash here, but that is such an angry bear. Rascal 1v3, does he die is the question. Flashes the Emperor's Divine, gets slowed up. Dominus coming in, trying his best to just stay alive for as long as possible. He dashes away, but the last shot from the Jayce will be enough. As here comes the cavalry. We got 4 members eventually making their way up. Ruler pretty far behind. In comes the Shen. That's a really nice depth charge onto 3 as YeongJae gonna get some damage in there. BDD really the only damage dealer in this one, as finally Ruler's gonna come over, and that will be the end of this fight as Lehends trying to be a cool ninja too, but not quite as cool as the Akali. Gen.G take another team fight. They're almost 10,000 gold ahead, and they will take down this Baron.
Yeah. They are just way too far ahead, so they can take whatever fight that they want to. So, yeah, they're just having fun, it seems like. And
let's take a look at... Oh, this is not fair. This is not a fair fight, guys.
Oh, man.
Cover your eyes.
They got the Nasher as well.
Yeah. That pink Renekton just became even more pink and purple with the Baron buff.
That is true.
He's enjoying his life right now, his colors. Feeling pretty good about his 9 kills. And will we have another one here? Lehends in an awkward spot. He's got Jayce backing him up. There's the stopwatch. Probably going to save his life, actually. Such a great item that stopwatch is. Nice block by the minions.
Ruler.
Here comes Ruler looking to shut it down. Gets that ultimate onto 2, but can't quite land some of his other stuff as Mireu maybe flying too close to the sun over the wall. Will go Ruler, and he will survive. Stone Plate on life. Look at Viper. He's trying to kite him out, but he takes a huge Q to the face as Ruler is just a little bit too strong at this point in time. We haven't seen Ezreal in a little bit here in the LCK, but Ruler reminds us of his ability.
Exactly. And yeah, the game is snowballing really fast from Ruler's side. Oh, has no flash though.
BDD over the wall. Hook misses, tries to go on a Dudu. And Gen.G kind of playing with their food here, you can see. Not just backing away and taking the safe play, they're sticking around. Here comes the big angry polar bear! Gets onto the back line and in goes Godzilla. We have Mireu trying his best to clean up the fight. Viper alive for about maybe 3 milliseconds. And now their only hope is Mireu, but the Shuriken is going to land. The flash not going to do much. Nice dodge there by BDD. As over the wall he goes with the flash, and now Gen.G will look to end the game.
I guess not, guys.
Wait.
One more coin.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, anyways, rotation-wise, clean. Play-wise, clean. Everything seems cleaner than game 1, obviously. Still, a lot of question marks on draft though. I'm not sure this is like 100% they were looking for, but anyways, the power of the Ezreal is just popping off with the strong polar bear. That is really obvious. And never forget, Ruler's Ezreal is one of a kind.
Nice try. But you swung wide, swing and a miss. I think if they just grouped bot, they could have 3v1'd against the one player that was respawning with their Baron buff, but instead, they would like to get some more KDA. As here we go. Well, that's... Mireu's trying, you know, he's trying, but
yeah,
it's not really going to work out for him. In goes BDD looking for that backline. The arrow sails wide. Depth charge onto Ashe, but they're just tearing through the front line first, and then they're going to kill the Ashe. And, well, Lehends is going to survive, but...
Team score 30 versus 9.
39 kills in this one. Pretty incredible. Lehends, he's toying with this food now. Nice little prediction there, actually, but Ruler gets baited. Lehends is going to be happy about that one. Picks up the kill. Oh, man. And will they end the game now?
Will they?
You bet they'll kill Lehends, at least. Azir going to respawn.
Viper is coming in 5 seconds.
In comes YeongJae, and they're just looking for the kills, honestly. They're just trying to get their KDA, and they're not going to kill the Nexus. They're running away from it right now.
I don't think they can end this game.
No, I don't think so. They're going to have to back away. 27 minutes. Could have been the end of the game, but they decide against it. They're going for the kills here. As minions still alive. Rascal hanging around.
More kills, bro. There is no KDA award, though.
Yeah. Oh, he actually landed that shuriken into the smoke, and he doesn't actually end up doing enough damage, so down he goes.
Oh, man.
Get baited.
What am I watching?
Great bait, mate. Here's Renekton. Oh, Clid is angry. Don't
Can they
touch
actually
my
2v5?
croc. Don't touch it! As, oh man, this is insane!
No.
What is going on? 2v4 comes in at least. Viper is going to respawn. It's like he's tickling the Renekton. Where's the damage? As well, there's the damage. It came out of the Ezreal. It's finally, now we have...
Will they end this game? Can they
49 kills.
Oh.
It was at 39. They got 10 more. And that